In this video, we're going to use the Green Door by Highland Springs Soap Company and the Ability Best 800 straight razor sent to me by Marion the Barbarian, MTB. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks, and welcome back for another video. And if it's your first time here, welcome aboard. I hope you'll consider subscribing below. As mentioned previously, today we're going to use the Green Door by Highland Springs Soap Company. And let's just get right into talking about the soap. This is Highland Springs Soap Company out of Canada. They render their own tallow. Beautiful scent on this soap if you like green scents. It is much like what you see on the label, although for me, I would call this like a green with, I get lavender, there's some spice in it, but some green. So if you're a fan of green scents, you may appreciate this. It's not just green, there's some depth to it. But primarily for me, I get green and lavender. I think there's some other things like yuzu. I'll put there how they describe the scent. Again, Highland Springs is out of Canada. The price on this, I got it at West Coast Shaving. I'll put a link below. Was $18.87 for 4 ounces. And that comes to $4.71 an ounce. And on our price scale, that is a fair price. And particularly so since it's coming from Canada over the international border there. We're working on slightly under 24 hours growth today, but you can see it there. We're going to use a pre-shave today, the PAA pre-shave cube. And since this is not a brand new soap base to me, we'll use the cube just to assist with things. Again, I put links for these things below. I'll link this one below as well, as even if you're interested in the mister, I'll link that too. The brush today is going to be the APShaveco. This is what I call the Hulk. It's got that purple and green with a 30 millimeter Sinbad knot. I can tell you right now, this Highland Springs soap produces a very creamy lather that is very nice. I've used a couple of their soaps before, and I find them to be very good quality. The ingredients we'll put right there for you. I see some things like shea butter, glycerin, vitamin E. It's a good quality soap, and I think it comes at a fair price. Also, Highland Springs Soap Company is just one of those companies that they are so positive in their interaction with folks in the community on Instagram in particular that you just want to support them. You know, there are some companies you don't want to support because they're the opposite. But Highland Springs is one of those that they don't get into the weeds of a bunch of stuff. They just are positive contributors to the community. And that's what we, of course, love to see. And that's what we love to support. The razor, the Ability 800, best steel, I think it says on the razor sent to me by Santa Claus, Marion the Barbarian, which I'm sending back. This is not a gift. But Marion has distributed more packages than Santa Claus at this point. So I think instead of the Barbarian, he's going to become Santa Claus. And he will probably be cringing at that name because I know he's almost completely spent himself out sending packages, not only in the United States, but all over the world. And so Marion, thank you once again. We'll try the razor today. Again, Ability Best Steel 800. And I don't know what to expect with this razor, but we shall give it a go. And this for me is straight razor shave 60 something. I don't know, 64, 65. The edge on this, I can tell you right now, is not very smooth. No, I don't know if Marion sent this to me to test the edge. We'll find out more on the neck, but right now, it's not feeling, it's a little bit tuggy, to be honest with you. It's shaveable. I don't know where it was honed, and I'm not saying it's a poor job honing it, but it's a little tuggy. It is passable, though. That didn't feel very good. That didn't feel very good on the neck. So what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm just going to go get my Feather Artist Club SS. and finish the shave with that rather than getting another straight razor wet. So Marion, if this is what you were looking for, I'm not sold on this particular edge. I'm not saying it's bad, but for me, it's feeling a little bit tuggy on my neck. So I'm going to set this aside and we will send this one back to you. So I think that might have been what Marion was looking for to get my opinion on the edge. So let me go grab the Feather SS shavette. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And actually, since I have the Weck still in here, we're just going to pop the blade in and use the Weck, and we'll probably get some nicks again today. So we'll use the Weck hair shaper that Marion sent. Let's re-wet. Whoops. The misting bottle went, the Glen Helly misting bottle went all over the place there. Anyway, that edge was a little tuggy for me, Marion, so I hope that answers whatever question you had about it. Marion's a great dude and a friend. We've been talking quite a bit. He and I and like Shave 326. I mean, I talk to lots of people, don't get me wrong. But we've been talking a lot, and he's just a fantastic guy. Didn't matter if he ever sent a thing. He's just a really nice, I've gotten to know him, so I'm a really nice gentleman. Okay, let's see if we can do a little better with the Weck today and use a light touch with some finesse. Now this one, the edge, is like butter. We're just trying to maintain a light touch because I think we just got into a little bit too much pressure yesterday and we spilled a little bit of blood. They weren't major cuts or anything, they were just little weepers, but I didn't even know how I mean, because I didn't feel them. So we're trying to just be a little more gentle with the Weck, which is very, very sharp and smooth. This is the Persona blade, I think, in it. And it's pretty smooth for me. All right. One thing I noticed about it yesterday is that the blade was able to work itself out pretty easily, and I'm not sure if that contributed. If you barely touch it, it starts sliding out. So I was trying to just wipe it a little bit, and it starts. So this one doesn't hold the blade in super tight. I don't know if that contributed to some of the weepers yet. Yep, see, look. Same place, the Weck. The Weck has already exacted its revenge on me for pulling it out again today. But we're going to keep going with it, and we'll just see how many weepers we get. And honestly, because I am getting weepers with the Weck, I'm going to buy one just so I can. I'm not going to let it defeat me. I will learn to get better with technique. And once again, I want to come back to the technique argument just to reiterate a point. This is a good quality soap. I can assure you this is slick. And I can assure you that there's some density in it, but it will not protect you. There's no soap that's going to protect you from poor technique. And my technique with this Weck is not up to snuff. And so therefore, do not expect a soap to give you quarter if you have sloppy technique. And I've proven that in my shaves with this. I was having a super light hand with that, and it just, you know. So let's try to be a little even more gentle. I really don't know how I'm getting myself. Sharp blade, though. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know if those were new or I was just sort of reopening the ones from yesterday. I'm not exactly sure, but I tell you, the Weck doesn't play. I want to make sure that blade's still in there. And I'm trying to use a very soft touch without a death grip here. Okay. Let's get here in the middle of the neck. This don't play any games. Want to mention a couple of channels while I'm mentioning things. Actually, let me mention first. Tonight at 8, Real Talk again. We'll talk about some subjects that have gone on in the community and just give our thoughts. And you can join us and give your thoughts in the comments as well. I'll put up the slide there with the graphic. 8 p.m. on Instagram if you are interested. Thank you very much. Also, I direct your attention, if you're still with me, to a group, Facebook group. If you have Miss Busta, as I have, and as many people have, he is in a group that's called Lather and Blade Review, and he did a live shave the other day. So come on in, check out that group. That group is less heavily moderated than some, so you're allowed to have a little fun. You know, it's not super heavily moderated like, you know, some of the old-fashioned forums and Facebook groups. And don't get me wrong, I think each group has the right to set rules and moderate however they see fit. But a lot of us left rigid moderation years ago because, you know, we didn't like the idea of artisans that were banned or, you know, things like that. And so we wanted to be able to talk about whatever products we were using. They're just products. And so a lot of us left old-fashioned forums for Facebook because of that sort of moderation. So this group, there's, you know, no banned artisans or soaps or anything like that. It's just basically, don't be attacking people, you know, just be a decent, relatively decent person. You can be you know, you can have fun. You can you know, feel free to show a little of your personality. And that is not, in saying that, I'm not cracking on groups that every group has a certain level of moderation. But I can tell you years ago, I can recall that there were brands that did not pony up on some of the old-fashioned forums, and then you weren't allowed to talk about them. And a lot of us were just not happy with that because we just want to use the products and enjoy the products, you know, and so I'm not a big fan of banning. Like there might be certain products that I don't use because they appeal to me, but I don't want to ban other people from using them or talking about them, you know. Like on this channel, I don't do a lot of cursing. That's my personal choice to keep it family friendly, but I don't impose that on other people. You know what I mean? So if you're loose with your language on your channel, I'm not going to condemn you for it. I will give people a warning. You know, maybe it's not family friendly if I mention it, but I'm not going to condemn anyone for it. Anyway. Let's try to get this shave finished up here with the Weck. I think our weepers stopped bleeding, so that's good. I think I might have just opened up the ones from yesterday, so oh, I almost forgot the channels. 2 channels today. I want to talk about a little bit. One is a new channel to me called Big Rig Shaves. The gentleman on that channel is literally shaving in his rig, you know. He's from Louisiana. I could tell immediately when I heard his voice. I heard New Orleans, and then he told me he was from New Orleans. So, sir, if you happen to see this, thanks so much for your videos. He's new to straight razor shaving, but doing a great job. And shaving in that truck cannot be easy. And also, sir, my hat's off to you for your profession. I don't look down on truck drivers. In fact, I have nothing but respect for truck drivers. Everything we get at some point is delivered somewhere on trucks. So they are essential parts of our economy and community. And without them, we really wouldn't have anything. So just want to keep that in mind. The soap, by the way, this is a very good quality soap. In my view, you can buy with the Highland Springs with complete confidence in terms of quality. And again, I got this one at West Coast Shaving. I will link that below if you're interested. Good people, good quality soap. I like it. I'm happy to support companies like Highland Springs. And so it looks like after maybe opening up those weepers from yesterday, that maybe we've managed to do okay with it. So maybe the Weck is not as bad as I originally thought, or maybe those weepers I just don't see. Because sometimes I don't see it, and then later I'll notice when I'm editing the video. So let's hope that's not the case, and maybe we just scraped what we had already opened yesterday. And if that's the case, I'm not going to count it. But I still may get a Weck. So I will consult with Diamond Dave Card, because he commented on one of my videos. If you get a Weck, make sure to watch my video, and I'll coach you up on what to look for. And I will take you up on that, Dave. I really respect people like Diamond Dave, Frank Stromberg, and Maddie Lindholm, and so on. They are very, very good straight razor shavers, particularly when it comes to technique. They really have it dialed in. And they use these razors with ease, and they don't cut themselves. And so we got a lot of learning to do, at least me. You know, I can't speak for everyone, but I got a lot of learning to do. One more channel to mention before I do the rinse. Solid Shaves. Kurt, he's an old schooler. I just learned that Kurt's doing videos again. I believe he's from Norway, if I'm not mistaken. So Kurt, shout out to you. Go check out both Kurt from Solid Shaves. I'll link them below. And Big Rig Shaves, new channel. And so I hope you guys will enjoy those. Let me rinse. We'll come back, get into the bows. Stay tuned. All right, so I didn't have any weepers that I saw there that I needed to treat. So I'm going to assume that those little spots there were from yesterday. So I'm not counting that. I'm going to call this a pretty good shave, because I don't think I opened up any new wounds, or at least not that I saw. I might see some in the editing that I didn't see during the shave, but that was actually not bad for the Weck. So I'm going to claim semi-victory on that. Okay, let's get applying the Thayers here. This is Cucumber Magic. It's made by Witches, and you can buy the Thayers in a spray bottle. But if you want the spray bottles like this, I'll link them below. All right. That was nice. Again, Highland Springs Soap Company. Green Door. Good people. Good quality soap you can buy from Highland Springs with confidence. So check them out if you would like. Really, really nice soap. We used the Weck from Marion the Barbarian, but we started with this razor, which for me is not to my liking in terms of the hone, and I'm not trying to insult whoever honed it. We used the APShaveco Hulk with the Sinbad 30mm knot. Terrific value. I don't think he has any of those right now. I hope he gets more, because a lot of people still want them. We're going to end this shave with Proraso Green, which is fantastic. It's great. It does not smell like the soap. It smells like a really nice cologne. It's actually one of my favorite scents. Oh man, that smells good. If you have never smelled Proraso Green, and you're just assuming it's like the C.O. Bigelow Tube Cream or Proraso Green, I'm telling you, try some of this. The scent is really nice. It's one of the better mass-produced aftershave scents out there, in my opinion, along with, say, Floyd Black. So I'll link it below if you're interested. It's good stuff. All right, I want to thank all of you for joining me. Remember, Real Talk tonight at 8 on Instagram. Be there or be nowhere. Until next time, I'm reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and God bless.